Guys, it's me, it's Queen Aset Haru, and today I come to you with another exciting edition of Ask an Aquarius. Now, I wanted to tell you guys that one thing that happens with expats is that a lot of expats end up going back to their home country. Now, this isn't going to happen to me, but it does happen to a lot of people, and I'm going to tell you why. It happens because you come to a country, no matter how beautiful, how decent it is, and you have no support system, you have nobody to talk to, nobody to help you, nobody to vent to, and the next thing you go back home. No matter how great it is, some of the times people cannot get past that. But I have been very blessed since I've been here because after coming here, I made a really good friend. I have a best friend in Pennsylvania, and I made a best friend here in Costa Rica. My friend Laura. I met Laura on Facebook, and she took me home to her family, and her family has embraced me, and they've taught me, and they've loved me, and they've been really good to me. And when I've fallen down, they've picked me up, and when I've been lost, they sent me in the right direction. Laura's family has been tremendously supportive and loving. And I found out yesterday or day before, a couple days before, that her mom, I called Mama, subscribed to my YouTube channel. And I was so tickled because Mama doesn't speak English. So I was so tickled that she would do anything to support me, even if it means watching videos in English and trying to decipher them. So it made me feel really good. And I just wanted to come on my channel and say thank you to Mama. And Mama's birthday is Friday. Mama, I'll see you on Friday. And it is her birthday. And I'm going to go down and check her out and see how she's doing. So it really makes me feel good to have that support. And I'm grateful because Laura and Mama have given me a family. And having a family, and my daughter's here with me too. And having a family and having somebody to go to means a lot. It really does when you come from another place and you don't know anybody. So again, thank you for that love. Thank you to Laura and thank you to your mom. So now, today's lesson, today's edition of Ask an Aquarius. I almost forgot what I was going to talk about today. So, yeah, the other day I did a class with Mind Valley with Michael. I think his name is Beckwith, if I'm saying it correctly. And the class was all about life purpose. And what they said was to allow the plans that the universe has for you to come through you. So when I was in meditation last night, I said to Goddess, tomorrow I have to do Ask an Aquarius. What topic should I do? Show me what topic I should do. And she gave me a topic. She wants me to do a poem. I used to be involved with a person I call Voldemort, one of my exes. And after we stopped seeing each other, my poetic muse wasn't as strong. I noticed that. I don't know, I guess when you feel love deeply, that's your strongest muse. And after I separated from that energy, I really didn't feel it anymore. So I was talking to Goddess and she was like, it's still there. It's still inside of you. You just have to tap into it. And she was encouraging me to go back to my poetry and to start writing more often. So she told me today to do the poem that I did for the gods and goddesses. Now, you will hear me talk about the gods and goddesses. Sometimes I call them by name, but really in the Egyptian mythology, there is one God. God is masculine and feminine, male and female. When we're talking about both aspects of God, we call that aspect Rate. When we're talking about the masculine, the fathering aspect, we say Ra. And then when we're talking about different aspects of God, such as the mothering divine love aspect, that's Auset. When we talk about the happiness, the sexual, the fun aspect, that is Herharu. And there's different aspects. There's Sekhmet, there's Baz, there's Tahuti, there's Haru, there's Asar. And all of these are different aspects of God. So when the Egyptian, when the Egyptologists came into Egypt, they didn't know what they were looking at. And they just assumed, the Egyptians had many gods. The Egyptians have one God that has many aspects. So a lot of times in this poem and in other conversations, you'll hear me refer to God in different names. And that's why. The same way the Muslims have different names, the Christians have different names. It's pretty much the same thing, except for in our tradition, the names can be masculine or feminine. And in other traditions, the names are usually mostly masculine. So in our mythology, we promise that by the time we die, we will be light as a feather. So this poem that I wrote for the God and Goddess is called Light as a Feather. So we're going to get my phone to come on, my other phone to come on, and then I'm going to do this one. This is what God has asked me to do today, so that's what I'm going to do. This poem is not easy for me to get through because it always makes me cry. I'm going to try to get through it without crying this time, though, so you guys can hear all the words, okay? Light as a feather. Ra, please tell me, how do I keep the balance as I exist in this life? How do I greet with love, treachery, enemies, and strife? The rhythms of my heart are merely echoes from the past. When the oracle spoke to me, it seemed this trend was going to last. Maybe if I focus real hard and try to aim my third eye, I'll one day be able to read the plans you have written for me in the sky. One thing I do know is that you have changed me from what I was, from someone who was questionable to someone I'm so proud of. Because I embraced your healing, graceful light, I no longer have to struggle with demons in a continuous fight. So far to go and so much left to do as I simultaneously embrace the powers of Osset and Haru. One inspires divine love as the other demands I am brave. None of my past mistakes have damned me. My soul has been saved. So there, Most High, is the answer I desired from the start. I can maintain the balance as long as you and I are never apart. I can truly meet my enemies with understanding and love, because underneath, it's all valuable lessons from above. The verbal attacks and schemes are not real, just opportunities for me to practice being godlike and surreal. I am the immortal soul of Ra, as you are mine, forever as one and completely intertwined. From my trembling lips, these words of praise are uttered, but it is from my heart that the inspiration is ushered. Thank you, Lord, for hearing my cry and answering my calls. I promise to be as light as a feather when I return to the all. I promise, Goddess. Ashe.